Good morning, my listeners. This is Wiktor, Doktor, and this is episode number 49 in Good Morning BSS World podcast. Today we are on the nearly mid of July 2021. This is exactly 12th of July 2021, and I thought I will give you a short review for the mid of the month and mid of the year, so you will get the feeling of what is happening in the BSS industry, in the business support services industry in Poland. Yes, this is the main focus of this episode. So here is a set of some information. So first of all, so far as the information comes from the bssindex.com, you can find out that there were so far 33 new investments in the BSS sector in Poland. Some of those investments were reinvestments, which means that those are the projects run by companies who were already present in Poland but decided to grow or open a new facility, a new operation center. So 33 new projects have so far appeared in Poland. The most active market is in Warsaw, Poznań and Katowice, but Warsaw is absolutely leading. So here there were already the biggest number. There was the biggest number of the new investments from the BSS sector. What are the trends? There are few. So first of all, there are continued investments from US. Yes, those are in the biggest number. But there are also some new trends which are being visible. So first of all, starting from Belarus. This is continued from the last year, and the reason is that there are more and more, especially IT projects, coming to Poland directly from Belarus. Belarusian IT companies are coming to Poland and are opening their daughter companies or sister companies and start to provide IT services directly from Gdańsk, from Łódź, from Poznań, from Warsaw, or even from Lublin. So there are many cities where the new Belarusian IT investments are appearing. This is not the only one change or the new trend. The other one is that there is an increase of investments coming from Scandinavia. Yes, this is the year when the new projects from Scandinavia are appearing. And the last but not least, the investments from India. Yes, and this is very interesting because the reason of those Indian investments are the lockdowns in 2020 in India. Some of the companies have suffered actually a lot during the lockdowns in India, and there were some troubles with the business continuity process for them. So they decided to open some other operation facilities all around the world, and Poland is one of the destinations where those investments from India are coming. I know personally about one of the big projects for about 1,000 seats, which is going to where Poland is considered as the location for this project. So we'll see. It takes some time, as always, when it comes to the new investments, but let's keep fingers crossed, and maybe such big project for 1,000 seats directly from India will appear in one or more Polish cities. I'm sure that we will find that out in the next couple of weeks or months, and then we will see if it was successful or not. Okay, let's move forward. On the 24th June 2021, there was the final of the Outsourcing Stars contest with the gala, yes, with live gala, and I must say that it was a huge event for 250 people, and I was so much happy to see those happy faces, to see those old people who were all around going and celebrating that final of the Outsourcing Stars contest. So, who won? Yes, I must tell you that Outsourcing Stars contest is the non-profit contest for the whole BSS industry with 13 different categories, and the companies and the organizations who are receiving awards are awarded by their growth. Yes, so those who growth was the fastest were as follows. In the category BPO, so business process outsourcing, the Frista company from whose operation center is located in Warsaw won that award this time. In the category SSC, which is for Shared Service Centers and Global Business Centers, the 3M GBC from Wrocław. Yes, they are the lucky guys in this edition of the contest. In Call Contact Center, Armatis. Armatis has a couple of their operation facilities in Poland, but the headquarters is in Warsaw. So Armatis won the Call Contact Center category. IT software development, this time the award went to Infopulse. The Infopulse is located in Warsaw and in Gdańsk, and big congratulations for Infopulse this year. In the accounting and payroll companies, Grant Thornton is the leader. They are participating in this contest for several years already in the row, but this is the first time when Grant Thornton won the award. In the category RPA, which is for Robotics Process Automation, Digital Workforce, this is the company who won this year's award. Then we move to the category which is City. Yes, in the Outsourcing Stars contest, the cities are also awarded. And this is the city where the biggest number of new investments from the BSS sector have appeared within the last year. And this time the award went to TriCity. Yes, TriCity is the lucky city in this edition of the contest. Then the real estate agency, so these agencies who support business support services in their growth, this time the award went to CBRE. The developer, so the real estate developer who creates office spaces, this time the award went to Skanska. Then we move to the more human-oriented categories, and the first one are the permanent recruitments. In here, Hayes Poland is the leader, and Hayes Poland won the award. Then in the employees leasing, so in the temp processes, here the leader was LeasingTeam. Let's move to IT contracting category. In here, ASTEK. ASTEK company located in Warsaw, here is their headquarters, won the award of Outsourcing Stars. And the last but not least, the innovative solution for the business. Yes, this is a new category which appeared for the third time already. And here the company who received the award is Zonifero. Zonifero is a startup who creates a very nice solutions for the real estate industry. And this time they were the leaders of the Outsourcing Stars category for the innovative solution for the business. Okay, so this is it. Let's move to some other news which I have collected for you. We can see that within the last 6 months, both BPOs and GBSs are growing in Poland. The recruitment is ongoing. And it doesn't matter if we are talking about the growth of those businesses in the bigger cities or in the smaller towns. Everywhere there are new recruitments on multiple positions. Let me give you a few examples. 3M in Wrocław. Yes, only last year they grew 400 seats, and now the move is even higher. Then Husqvarna in Warsaw. Husqvarna is setting up their new operation centers and are already very actively growing. Zimmer Bayonet, also in Warsaw, yes, very active player and also growing. And there are more and more who you can find out on the Polish map of the BPOs and GBSs who are growing really, really fast and proving that Poland is a good direction, good destination for the BPO and SSC projects. When it comes to those recruitments, the two biggest areas of those recruitments are IT and the other one are F&A. Yes, so finance and accounting services are on the most interest, and IT of a various type. In IT, we can see that there are recruitments in the cloud, in the Internet of Things area, but also the typical software development in various types of languages. There are also few very interesting recruitment positions who are on the focus of the companies at the moment. One of the SSCs in Krakow, this is the IT SSC, is now looking for the head of its center. So if you, the listener of this podcast, are listening today, now, and this is still like July or August 2021, perhaps you would like to start your chances to come and take the head of the IT SSC position in Krakow. If so, then just give me a shout. Contact me by email or by LinkedIn, and I am happy to share with you more details about this position. Another very interesting recruitment which is happening at the moment in the mid of 2021 is the recruitment for change and communication manager for one of the SSCs located in Warsaw. Very interesting role for the new created SSC. So if this is in your interest, also give me a shout and I can share with you some more details. And perhaps this is a new job, a new opportunity for you. Okay, let's move to some other areas. Pro Progressio Club, which is a club for the companies who are providing B2B services, including outsourcing services, but also including SSCs, GBSs, IT, call contact centers, legal services, and some others. Here we can see that 2021 is a good time for this club. It is growing like hell, I can say. And for example, I can give you a list of some new companies, new organizations who have joined Pro Progressio Club in 2021, and here they are. Clariant GBS from Łódź, Barry Callebaut GBS from Łódź, Elanco GBS from Warsaw, Balma furniture company from the greater Poland area, then LMC recruitment company, MDDP outsourcing from Warsaw and Katowice. They have 2 offices in Poland and they are providing accounting services. And this is not the end of the list. I can add you here even one of the new cities, which is the city of Elbląg, and many, many more. So there are a lot of new members who are joining Pro Progressio Club. And if you are also based in Poland and you are providing B2B services and would like to become a member and use such tools like Outsourcing Portal, Outsourcing and More Magazine, networking sessions, webinars, and many others, then you are very, very welcome. I will leave you a link to the club in the description of this podcast so you can find out more what you can get by adding your company to the Pro Progressio Club. Okay, then focus on reports. As you may be familiar with, in Poland there are created focus on reports. This is a series of reports where the cities are being described from the perspective of investment attractiveness for BSS industry. And only in 2021 there were already 5 new reports issued. They were prepared for the city of Poznań, city of Łódź, city of Bydgoszcz, city of Kielce, and TriCity. Additional new reports are now being finalized, so you will see very, very soon some new publications prepared by Pro Progressio organization. This is not the end of the list of reports which are being prepared in 2021, because Pro Progressio have also started a new series of report, which is Office Review for BSS Operation Centers. This series is being prepared on a quarterly basis. The first one was issued in April 2021, and the new one should appear at the end of July 2021 or very, very beginning of August, and will be a little bit changed. In these reports you can find out the examples of offices where the BSS investments can be fit. So a lot of valuable information with presentation of where those offices are located, who are the office representatives, and in the second edition of this report there will be some additional information about, for example, the co-working and flex offices areas. Okay, let's move to the end of today's episode, but I have one very, very important information for you. That in Invest in Poland agency, the program of Poland Business Harbor is still continued. So this is a program dedicated for Belarusian businesses who would like to set up their business in Poland, and it is a short track of the process of setting up the business in Poland. So if you are from Belarus and would like to start your operation activities very, very fast, then Poland Business Harbor project is absolutely for you. And this is not the only one activity of Invest in Poland agency which is being run at the moment, because this agency is also changing the conditions in the grants program for the IT and BPO investments in Poland, which is now much easier. I think it is very good to go to Invest in Poland web pages, and you can find out much more information about that topic. I will give you a link as well to that part in the description of this episode. So, just to sum it up, the first half of the year 2021 in Poland in the BSS industry looks like very active. We can see a number of new players in a number of cities. We can see that the recruitments are going like crazy, and there is still a big demand for very valuable people in many companies. So, this is it. Let me finalize it with some kind of let's say request, because if you would like to be up to date with a number of things who are related to the BSS industry, I have here for you a few tips. First of all, you can subscribe to this podcast. Yes, you can subscribe to this podcast on either YouTube or some podcast platform, and I am regularly sharing with you some news, tips and hints from the BSS industry, not necessarily only from Poland. You can find out much more content within those episodes of Good Morning BSS World podcast. The second thing is that if you would like to consider Poland as the location for your new operation activities, then Focus on reports are for you. Those are free of charge reports prepared in English and in Polish, and you can just check regularly the page of reports prepared by ProProgressio, and I'm more than sure that they will support you with a lot of information concerning the business environment for operation activities for BSS sector. And the last but not least, if you liked this, what you heard today, then probably you would like to become a patron of this podcast, and you can become one on the Patronite service, or you can go to Buy Me a Coffee service and just support the growth of this business talking which I am running for you at the moment. That's it for today. Thank you very much for being with me. Here I put the last full stop and talk to you soon.